Here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. What is worship? Today I'm going to explain a little bit about worship, how I believe, and what is worship. Hello, welcome to New Me page. Today is Wednesday, so I choose my W stand for worship. So every Wednesday I'm going to drop anything about believing Jesus or any like religion stuff that believe or your faith or maybe your about Christian life. I'm going to talk like between 8 to 15 minutes. Okay, today let's talk about worship. So in the Bible, you can see that from Genesis through all the way to Revelation, there are lots of types of worship, different kinds of worship style, but I choose one scripture. It was from the book of John, chapter 4, verse 24. It said, God is spirit, and his worshiper must worship in spirit and in truth. I'm going to read that again. God is spirit, and his worshippers must worship in spirit and in truth. So, in this Bible, from this Bible, this one is NIV version, so it's like a pocket dictionary, so it's small. So I want to talk about worship because when we say worship, in our eyes, we keep seeing that we have to go to church, right? Or we need to pray, we need to take times, or you just listening music, maybe Hillsong or maybe some Christian song, hymn songs, maybe, or you sing by yourself, or you just keep like prayer stuff. Some of the some of like different churches denomination, they have different types of rules and stuff. So the first thing is like we keep seeing this materialism. So is that worship for you? Is that really worship? I don't think so, because God's creates everything, right? But what he wants is like he wants from our soul, because he create human, right? And then what he put in human body, his soul, because he gave his soul to this human body, so we have soul. So in the animal, they don't have soul, right? So God wants us to worship him with his soul and his spirit. That's mean soul means spirit, right? That's why he said worship with me in spirit and in truth, because the truth is the Bible. Basically, it's mean the truth, like the grace, right? Believing, if you believe Jesus is the grace of God, it's truth. So what I want you to explain is like, what is worship? Even though you don't have a guitar, even though you don't have a time to listening music, or you go to church, meet with pastor, youth pastor, your friend, or whoever in the church, it's not worship. What worship really means is you take your time, your personal soul, know yourself and God. That's alone time. That's a worship time. Even though you're in danger or you're in a dark place, anywhere, anytime, you can worship God by yourself, with your soul, with your thought, or with your prayer, anything. So in this scripture, the first thing that I will clearly want to talk about is like materialism. It's not important for worship, okay? And the second one's the real important one is your soul, your spirit. You don't need to be with anybody. You just be yourself with God. Maybe in your break time, right? You got 50 minutes break or 1 hour lunch. whatever you finish your meal, you can focus on your car, you can pray. Your soul need to in touch with God, just you and God, or maybe somewhere like this, in your home, maybe alone, or maybe with your family. I mean, like, most people, we believe that worship exists only inside the church. We believe like that. Only that if you go to this church service, if you go to only like the youth, like staff, staff mean like prayer service or whatever it is. Some people think that worship exists there. No, it's not. It exists in you. Just you and God. That's it. Just two people, two soul meet with the soul owner. Who is the soul owner of our soul? It's God. He wants us to meet in his spirit way. So for today's topic, what is worship? I hope you guys understand that my a little bit of tiny explanation about worship. So on the next Wednesday, I'm going to talk about any topic, anything from the Bible. So keep watching. Thank you so much for your time. Just so you know, I'm not Native America. You see, I'm Asian, so maybe somewhere from Asian country, but I'm trying to speak my best English to explain you. Okay, so be safe. Let's keep in touch in prayer. I love you guys so much. God bless you. Worship Wednesday.